What's poppin', y'all? It's J Cash back at you with another video. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into this thing right now. Black men in America have the upper hand, and black women have the lower hand and losing. Now, let's get into this. Now, we see here with the Kevin Samuels video, well, black women or the black woman on on his channel have been telling so many lies and keep deflecting the truth. And every time they deflect this truth, it makes them out to be who we thought they really are. And what do I mean by they are lowering, or they have the lower hand or lowering their hand and they're losing? What I mean by that, black women are losing because of what? They're overweight, most of them are, or they're obese, which means they are fat and out of shape. They can't get the basics down. They can't even get the basics down of having a respect for a black man, just a normal guy. He has to be this overall over the top guy. And majority of us are average. So they're looking at everybody through the lens of the guys who are winning, right? And all of us aren't winning like that. So the reason why they're having this losing hand, because guess what? Who's going to marry them? Out of the non-black people, how many percentage of black women here in America are going to get married to these non-black men? Very few. Because most of them stick to their ethnic background. And they have the losing hand because they have less options than we have. They're not cooperative. They have to put on a facade. They have to act so hard, so harsh, and they come up with every excuse and keep on being narcissistic. Keep on being selfish. They can't get out of themselves. They're so caught up into themselves that they don't even know what their own men, black men, want, which makes them losers. And most of them are not married here. 1 in 4 of them are what? Are getting married in their lifetime. And I see it every day. Most black women I see today either have boyfriends or single mothers. That's what they got. They're not even married. And see, here's the thing when they do this. They continue to quote unquote divest in us. They turn into bigger losers. Because what they don't understand is that everybody sees them. All the non-black men and stuff sees them. And how they treat their own men. And what they do out here. But they don't know that. They think that everything that they're doing is okay. And they're always right all the time. So they justify in doing wrong. Which makes them what? Being a loser. Or being on the loser hand. And they're going to continue to lose to the house every time they gamble. Every time they roll their dice and gamble, they're going to keep losing. They're turning into losers. They're making themselves into losers. And they think they're making us the losers. We have the upper hand because guess what? We don't have to marry them. We don't have to sleep with them. We don't have to have babies with them. You see, we control the marriage and commitment. This is something that they still fail to realize. When do they fail to realize that? When they start getting older, when they start gaining weight, that's when they start getting desperate. See, we have the upper hand. Because guess what? All we need to do is get resources. Get some money, get our shit together. And they hate it when we get our shit together because guess what? We control the narrative now. See, they can't act like they all there when we got our stuff together. Then we be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to put my foot down. I ain't got to put up with you and your ridiculous standards and your overweight. I don't want that. Even when you're an average guy, you still don't have to want that. You still shouldn't have to take that anyway. We should get what everybody else can get their hands on or have a shot at. Everybody should have their shot. And if she don't like you, then oh well. Or if they don't like you, oh well. But see, when it comes down to non-black women, we have a better shot with them. We can get in shape, have our resources, have money. We can be ourselves. We don't have to pretend like something we're not. We don't have to go around and brag about how we got a non-black woman. We don't have to do that. You see, we have the upper hand here, folks. We have to stop letting these women get away with stuff. We have been making it too easy for them. We've been letting them slide for so long. Now it's time to put the foot down. Now it's time to lay down the law. Once we lay down these laws and regulations and stuff, and these boundaries, drawing lines in the sand, guess what? That puts a hurting on them when we start having standards. And the more standards we have, the more single and miserable they'll be without us. Because we can live without them. They can't live without us. So they've been tricking us and making us seem like we got the lower hand and they got the upper hand. But in the long haul, we have the upper hand because guess what? We can choose whether we want to marry them or not. They can't make them choices. They have no control over that. They can go out here, screw whoever they want, Tyrone, Pookie, Ray Ray. But when they end up with these babies and nobody don't want to deal with them or their attitude, guess what they do? They start complaining. Then things just start falling apart. They start looking bad. They don't have the same pull as they do. They don't have the same looks as they got. This is where black women lose at. And then when they start getting old and set in their ways, they don't want to get the weight off. They don't want to change. They don't want to change their mind frame or none of that stuff. See, us, we have to change our mind frames. We have to look at reality. See, black women don't want to look themselves in the mirror and say, okay, this is what you look like. This is how you've been acting. And it seems like to me, you have to constantly beat them over the head just to get them to tell the truth or tell somewhat of the truth. Because you want to know why? Because all of them, or majority of them, have gotten together. We're going to say majority, not minority. But the majority of them got together and they have made this big conclusion to where, hey, we better than they are. We got the upper hand. We better. We the women, we better. And we got more options than they got. They ain't nothing. And in reality, they don't want to look at themselves. They don't want to look at themselves as basic, ugly. They don't want to look at themselves as that. They want to look at themselves as 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's what they want to look at themselves. And they want to lose an end because they are delusional. They're not caught up in reality on how they really look and what they pull. And if you really want to know if black women are losing end, look at their outcomes and the guys that they get. And the guys that they manage to get and pull. Then you'll see their outcome. But see, with us having resources and us having money, we can have a better outcome. Because guess what? Us as black men, we don't care about their resources or their education. Black women care about what we have. Right? Don't they always try to manipulate us and ask us for money? Don't they always want to try to be our friend just to take from us? Like they working for us or something? Like we got to pay them? So who has the upper hand? Then when we have to protect them, lift up something heavy, who has the upper hand? We do. We've been having the upper hand forever. And we keep thinking that we are the losers. And look who are the losers and miserable when you go out here. I know a black woman right now that works on my job. She's a single mother of 2. 2 girls. No husband. I know another woman on my job. She's like 40. She has like a grown daughter and no husband. Who's losing? This is real life here, man. I'm talking real life. This is what's going on. I see it out here all the time. The majority of these women are out here being single, doing whatever, and losing. And they're going to get miserable and miserable and miserable. Why? Because they keep trying to be like black men. And they keep trying to mimic us and how we do naturally. And what we do naturally. They really want to mimic us so badly. And it's turning them into turnoffs fat and out of shape, mouthy, attitudes from hell, ego, arrogance, pride, ignorance, self-centered, high-minded, delusional, all kind of these mental issues that they got going on. Right? And the only thing they say, well, I've been through this and I've been through that, and well, I got so much going on, so I have to be mean to another person, or I have to disrespect another person, or destroy another black man's life being with him. I gotta destroy him because I want to do what the man does. See what's going on, guys? You see how backwards this thing has been? But they are on the losing end. And don't you think when you look into black women's eyes here in America, they are losing. They try to put on a facade like they hurt like hell on the inside. And that pride is eating them up. They know it's eating them up. But they try to act like that in front of you. They try to put this hard force field on just to make you think that you ain't nothing. That's what's going on. This is not no dating coach, philosophy, or any of that. I'm not no dating coach, so guys, stop trying to, don't do that. I'm not no dating coach here. I don't do that kind of stuff. All this game and stuff, I don't do that. You just need to be who you are. Only thing you need to be trying to do is be the best version of yourself and respect everybody. That is it. That's all you need to do. Be the best version of yourself and respect everybody. You don't need to be nice and all that other stuff. You don't need to be all of that. Just be you. Don't try to be something that you're not. So, guys, this is what's been going on, man. I see it all the time. And black women, they liberate. You can tell how they act. They feel like they don't need it. That's why they run us off. That's why they run us off when we get them pregnant or they start stuff with us, because they want to be independent, because they think that they have something to prove. They want to have something to prove to us. They want to be us because they think that they're proving a point by them running us off and pushing us away, that they can do it all. They can do what you do and their job too. And guess what that turns them in? To a loser. And it makes them more stressed when they take up on our stress as black men here in America. So when they take up on our stress, they feel every bit of it. When they go out here and work, when they go out here trying to lead, trying to control the narrative, only thing that they're doing is stressing themselves out mentally, because they can't think like a man. And they're not built like a man. They can try all they want to and try to be like us, but they'll never be us. But guys, with that, I want to let y'all know, thank y'all again. Keep the subscribers up, man. And I'm out this thing, man. Holla at y'all later. Peace.